make sure the microphone's on. Not sure if it is. Is it? Yeah, the microphone's on. Both modems are on. Okay. Morning. Good morning, everybody, all 28 of you that are here so far. Welcome to the roundabout that I hate the most in this city. It's a double lane roundabout. CompuArt, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for showing up and saying hello. You know, I could still watch this roundabout, but get myself into the shade. I don't think it would block your view too much, would it? Just starting off here this morning, figuring out what to do, where to go. Moin moin. Hey Karsten. Welcome. Is it over there where you are? Let's see here. It's 9:30 here. 3:30 probably in your part of Germany. Guten Abend. Is that what I'm going for? Good afternoon. So this roundabout is in Carmel's core. It's a double lane roundabout to pretty much prioritize motorist convenience, and being that it's 9:30 this morning, it's not too bad, but I tell you what, my wife avoids, many other people avoid this roundabout a lot. It's really not pleasant. We could make it better by eliminating a lane, that's for sure. Klaas, hello from the Netherlands. Hello. Carson says, moin moin works at every time. Is that, am I doing this right? Like moin or mowing? Moin? Moin? If I was reading this, I'd try not to read things through English, like pronunciation. So if I was doing it through Portuguese, a Portuguese lens, I'd say moin moin. So early stream this morning, everybody. It's only 9:30 here. I thought I'd get it out of the way before the temperatures got disgusting. So we're just gonna go right around town and up and down the Monon, around the core. Just try to have a pleasant morning, something relaxing. And I know many of you might be working right now, so you know, if you can't fully engage in the stream, if you just want to leave it on in the background, I'll try to keep something as background noise worthy as possible. Just something relaxed, right? We need more relaxed media nowadays. Oh, it's quieted down here, so I think we'll point the camera forward. Better tighten down my iPad. Point the camera forward and we'll go riding. If somebody in the YouTube chat wants to put ! weather, we can find out the weather. Let me show you here what's on the other side. So over here is the Carmel United Methodist Church. It's a nice place. They play some nice bells. I think twice a day that I can hear from my house. but it's just horrible land use. Like there's all this grass here, and then they have a massive, massive, massive parking lot. And right here in our core, just the land use of this is not great, especially when they're not a taxed entity. So how's everybody this morning? I'm doing well. I've already had breakfast, both cups of coffee. Watched some YouTube this morning. That's basically my go-to TV, pretty much. And then got the bike and the computer and everything ready for the stream, which took a while. See what the price of gas is here. $3.75 per gallon. You gotta up those numbers. "22 Celsius is what Nightbot is saying. It's 22 Celsius here, or 72 Fahrenheit. 22 Celsius is feeling amazingly excellent, although the humidity is damn high. My home thermometer was saying the humidity was in the 90s, but now that I'm out, I'm not so sure how accurate that was. There's a man doing proper work with a properly sized truck. See? You don't need some oversized tank to do basic home yard work. Love to see that. Green Ayos? Green A. Oh, look at that. Look at that trike. Shit, I think I caught it a little bit late. Oh, there's a lot of people down here at Midtown for 9:30 in the morning. We might just have to stop and people watch for a bit. Let me stop and read some messages, and you guys can look at Midtown. Green Ayos says, "I live in better weather vicariously versus what's in Houston right now." What is it in Houston right now? Another comment, "Any idea of having a single passenger in the UA box makes it super weird to balance? I have one 4-year-old and wonder if they have to sit on the left or right." No, you don't need to worry about that. Any worries about a balanced load or how it's going to feel in the urban aero, just don't even worry about it. This is a very well-balanced and well-engineered bike. My wife rides in here all the time, and she always asks me, she's like, sometimes whenever she needs to move around or do something like put on her jacket or something, she's like, "Can I shuffle around? Can I move around? Is that going to throw you off balance?" I'm like, "No, not at all." So no, the bike handles it very well. It keeps the center of gravity really low. So yeah, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Get yourself an urban aero. You and your 4-year-old will appreciate it. CompuArt says, oh, about the gas prices, that's 99 cents a liter, almost half the tariff for gasoline in the Netherlands. I know, see, it's so cheap. And Americans think that paying $3.95 a gallon? They think they're being extorted. They have no idea what it costs to actually pay the true cost of driving. Goedemorgen from Amsterdam. Hey, Sjorgen. Welcome. Welcome. Green Ale says, don't know the temps, but it's hot, humid, and many people have no... Oh yeah, I heard there's a lot of people there without electricity. Yeah. Seems like that keeps happening in Texas, over and over and over. Let's go ride past the cafe and take a look at that trike that's parked there. That was a really cool trike, e-trike actually. Oh boy, I don't want to go on the sidewalk with these people walking. Here you can see the trike parked right here. It's electric. See that? Oh, that's awesome. So good that those things exist here. Cars are making this place hectic. I want to go get back on the Monon. Okay. Let's go ride on Monon Boulevard. So glad I was able to still stream to Twitter today, just to reach more people. I thought my last stream was going to be the last one because I figured the ban on live streaming for unpaid Twitter users was going to go into effect quickly, but apparently not. That's the plan though. Mr. Musk has said, or rather his Twitter reps have said, live streaming will be restricted to paid X members only soon. And at this time I cannot see myself paying for that site, so when that happens, I guess I'll just have to stop sending it to Twitter. But I'll miss out on a lot of people, unfortunately. We can go do a circle down Main Street. I don't like Main Street. Pretty stressful. We'll do a circle. And then go back down Monon Boulevard. Hey, let me show you guys some bad planning while we're here. Poor planning. So these bike parking things are okay to daylight intersections. So by having this here, it's daylighting this crossing. But they don't work so well whenever they're not at grade with the sidewalk. So you see, well, maybe you can see, I don't know. There's the curb and then you have to step down, so it takes a lot of bike manipulation. Hey, put your phone down, ass bag. It takes a lot of bike manipulation to park your bike there, and it's pretty tight quarters. So, I mean, a cargo bike's not gonna go there, but that's just bad design. They should make that bike parking level with the sidewalk with a platform built in. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I've pointed it out to the city, but they don't listen to a lot of things that I say. Sometimes they listen, but not a lot of the time. A lot of the time they just dismiss me. Which I think we're all used to that. A parking garage. I know there is bike parking in there, but it's not great. It's like this dusty little corner with some crappy racks. I went in there one time to explore. I like all these houses though, they're really pretty. Really cute houses, and the lots aren't necessarily oversized compared to some that you can see. You know, on an American scale. I see a bike coming our way from way up ahead. It's exciting, right? Like, when you're in a car, the last thing you want is other people in cars around you. But when you're on a bike, you love having other bike traffic around. Good morning. On a gazelle, an electric gazelle. And before I even said good morning, she waved. That's one thing that's great about active transportation. It encourages people to be social, kind to one another, even if it's just a slight smirk, smile, or head nod, or small wave. I think every little interaction like that helps society be a little bit better to one another. People in society be better to one another. And a car-dependent society, I think, actively discourages that kind of behavior. Morning. I love this path right here. Separated, beautiful flowers on both sides. Holy, speaking of flowers, that's gorgeous. Wow, their house is really pretty. All these houses are super beautiful. People put time and effort into their small but impactful green space. Looks great. Should we stop and watch this crossing for a moment? This is where Monon Boulevard meets a road. I don't remember the name of the roadway, but the road recently underwent a road diet to make it a little more restricted for motors, so that's good. Hey, that lady's got her dog in a stroller. Love that. A lot can be learned by watching conflict areas. And a conflict area, a conflict zone, a conflict point is where different modes meet. So in this case, where a major trail meets a car road. You watch how people interact, especially guys in Dodge Ram trucks. Go fuck yourself. He just threw his hands up. Jackson Plumbing. He was very pissed off that he had to stop for people crossing a trail. What a jackass. Sat in your truck, your air conditioning on, your radio playing, probably your coffee cup and your cup holder in your comfy ergonomic seat, and you're pissed off because you had to stop for somebody simply wanting to cross a road within a city. Talk about entitled. But then I waved at him really big like I knew him, and he waved back as if I was empathizing with him. Oh my God. That was funny. Don't wave, don't wave, don't do the grateful wave, Jesus H. Just cross. That thing's quiet. It's a Nissan EV. Below 20 or 30 kilometers an hour, those EVs are super quiet, but I saw the studies that show once they get above 30, or is it above 50 kilometers an hour, which I don't know what that is in miles per hour, the noise is at or above that of regular combustion engine vehicles. All right, not a lot happening here, so I guess we'll get back on the trail and we'll go that way. We'll cut through Carmel and we'll head south and go right out to the nature preserve. I think the nature preserve should be pretty nice this time of day, or this time of morning anyway. Ooh. I'm sure the computer's not rendering all this foliage very well. Like all the leaves, going through the most beautiful parts of the trail winds up looking horrible for video quality. But I'm going super slow right now to try to give you an idea of just how pretty it is. I guess I can creep down this trail so the video quality looks a little bit better, hopefully. This tree canopy is invaluable in the summer whenever it's just hot as hell. Makes it so I can run my errands even in extreme heat, because most of my commute is under this type of tree canopy. So it makes it so I don't overheat, you know, have heat stroke. It's just super enabling. Plant trees, plant trees, plant trees. Especially urban trees. I mean, without this, if I was just on like open air trails with no tree covering, I would have to leave my bike at home a lot and just take the car. But because I have the tree canopy, I can leave the car at home. Combine that with the power and the enabling design factors of e-bikes, and yeah, powerhouse combination. How's the video quality through here when I'm going slow? Does it look all right? I know when I go faster, it looks horrible. But I'm figuring that going slower allows the computer some more time to render pixels. Get a bell. Left side on your left, get a bell. I don't want to be yelled at. Just ding-a-ling me. Or tring-tring, or ding-dong, whatever your bell is. There's a lady with the dog stroller. Oh, hi there. He's a chunky dog. Chunky dog.
You know, the river's kind of cool.
All right, we're coming back into downtown Carmel. It'll take a few minutes to transit through Carmel Center, and then we'll be back in the thick tree canopies on the other side of it. Here's Bub's Burgers. This is the reason I know I first knew about Carmel, is I came here over a decade ago to come eat at this place. Here. I get off the trail and take the car lane. How about that? But I'll probably get back on the trail since I'm going super slow. Over here they're working on building the Carmel Clay History Museum. It's this big brick structure with all these trees. It's going to be beautiful. Can't wait for it to be done. All the greenery along this Monon Boulevard is coming in so nicely. I only moved here 3 years ago and it's all gotten so much bigger, thicker, and really filled in. I love dense urban green spaces. Pretty awesome. Wish they'd put these planters out in the car road to calm them instead of us. Calm the cars, calm the people that possess the most potential for death and destruction and speed, not the people walking or biking. If you're watching on Twitter or YouTube and you don't know already, you can send chat messages and I can see your chat messages here. So feel free to reach out if you have a question or a comment. And if you're watching on X, Twitter, I won't be able to do live streams to Twitter for very long into the future. They're going to limit that. So if this is your kind of thing, come join the YouTube channel. And if it's not your thing, that's cool too. Why not on your left? Just because I think it's annoying. And that's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree, nobody has to agree, but I think on your left is annoying. I really like the standard way of just putting a bell on your bike. Ring your bell. Oh boy, I really don't like the fact that they used artificial grass here. Let's pull into here. They just finished this up. They just put in these trees and finished this, putting in these pavers. And then they got these trees in too, they just put in, but then they're putting artificial grass here, and I don't know why, but they are. Over there there's a parking garage, and then over here is a hotel. Finishing up some new condos over here. That should look really good whenever they're done. Let's go over here, as we always do. Hey Ben, how's it going, buddy? Artificial grass? Yeah, I know. I don't know why they're doing that, but they are. I hear the birds and cars. Birds and cars. No birds in cars, but birds and cars. It's super nice right now. It's too bad it's gonna get ugly later. Heat-wise and humidity-wise. Kind of wish people couldn't park their cars here. I mean, there's a huge underground parking garage just like less than 3-minute walk from here. Should make them park there. Oh well, that's for future smarter generations to implement. The current leadership that, Jesus Christ, still walks the earth is car-brained. I see a Cybertruck, Jesus H. Here it is. Some wanker owns this thing. I don't know who it is, but I know that they're some dead inside moronic person in society that somehow thought that was a good purchase and a good thing to bring them to the city they live and work in. Oh man, look at this. There's only one city bike here. The rest must be, well, either out right now or at other parking stations. Ooh, what is that? Ah, shit. I gotta turn around. I gotta go read this, sign. What'd you say, Ben? Ben says 3-minute walk? Far too far for that, Brandon. I know. How dare I expect Americans to walk 3 minutes? They'd spend a lot less time at the doctor's office if they would walk 3 minutes. All right. What does this thing say? It says flex work, private, premium, personalized spaces for fitness. Work out in your own space, W-E-R-K, okay. Train with a professional, great quality fitness content. How about you just make a nice gym along a trail? I don't... Whatever. Like, you know, we did things right in the past. We had gyms, we had bakeries, we had small grocery stores, and we had them in places where people could walk or bike to them. So now we're going to have this, but it's highly specialized. You reserve a space to work out privately. Ben says, to be fair, I've met Londoners who scoff at walking as far as us Northerners do. Yeah, I believe that. Unfortunately, I think, hey, speaking of Ben, here you go. Here's a red telephone booth for you. It's being used as a little free library, so it's full of books. It will not transport you to another dimension. It will not allow you to call the king, but you can get a free book out of it. Let me show you this bike parking I used the other day when we came here for the fireworks. We parked at this bike parking, which I think is pretty good. It's not space restricted. The access to here is marked off by bollards. They're still finishing this off. That's why there's a bunch of clutter on the sidewalk. Oy. Still finishing this space. Oh, can I get turned around without hitting anything? Yep. Cargo bike skills, 8 out of 10. Ben says nice, don't really see many of them around here now. Yeah, well, you really only see novelty around here. I grew up with payphones. Like, rather than actually paying for a call as a child, you would initiate a collect call, and then when it says to record your name, you say, "Come pick me up now, Grandma." And then whenever it calls, for example, my grandma, it would pick, she'd pick up hello, and it'd say, "You have a collect call from," and then it would just play the recording of, "Come pick me up now, Grandma." And then it would say, "Do you accept or decline?" And she would decline it, and then just hang up and come pick me up. That was the workaround to not paying for a collect call. Are those racks bolted down or concreted in? I didn't look. I know I looked last time I was there, but I forgot. We've got a mix around here. Some of them are bolted down with the bolt heads exposed on top, unfortunately. But then some of them are done in a way that you can't access the anchors. So it's a mix. Oh, I hear the CrossFit gym here with their music. See if we can see the people working out. See them? Get that pump in. Nice though that it's trail side, huh? I just think CrossFit's kind of stupid. It's a good way to hurt yourself, so I don't go there. I go to a regular gym and do proper like cardio and strength training and stretching. I've seen too many idiots hurt themselves in CrossFit. There's a lot of bad form. Sorry if you like CrossFit. Ben says, I remember walking to friends, finding them out and having to call around or other friends to try to find them. Yeah, wasn't it fun when you had to try to track people down in an old school way? Couldn't just text anybody or call directly to them. When somebody was out, they were out. I miss those days of when you're not home. You can't be found until you hit an anchor again. Home, work, something like that. I miss the slower days. I miss the 90s. I was born in the 80s, but grew up in the 90s. I think the 90s were fantastic. But that's a biased opinion. I hear somebody coming up behind me.
Let me slide around you there, brother.
You could just ring a bell. I don't need somebody to yell, "Let me slide around you there, brother," and then hawk a big loogie off to the side of their bike with people behind you. Jesus. He's what I'd call a non-traditional biker bro. He's not on the racing bike, but he's got the biker bro attitude on a mountain bike. Uh-oh. What did I get kicked off of? Am I still on YouTube? I think I've been dropped. My dashboard is saying YouTube got dropped. Can anybody confirm if I'm on YouTube? Now it says it's back up. Did YouTube break off? Is anybody there? Send me a chat message. Still good on YouTube. Thank you, CompuArt. That's the problem with not being a very popular streamer, is that sometimes my chat goes dormant for so long I question if I'm even live anymore. Thanks everybody who chimed in to let me know. Ah, this tree canopy is so nice. As soon as I got underneath it, the temperature dropped many degrees. Feels great. It's 10:08 in the morning here now. Some lady walking her dog, and we have, oh, she's letting it get a drink of water. I thought there was a dog water fountain there, but there wasn't. We have dog water fountains along the trail. Somebody's chiming in on Twitch, says it's lonely in here. Yeah, my Twitch following is nothing. I don't expect it to ever get any better either. So. Sorry it's lonely over there, but I appreciate you being here. If you want to come over on YouTube, there's a couple more people participating in chat. I'd love to keep going down the trail, but the video quality just sucks in the tree canopy, so I don't think I'm going to. Oh, and to my sole Twitch viewer, sorry I couldn't read your name, but it displays Twitch names in purple, and I have a dark background on the chat display, and I'm out here in the sun with a glare on the screen, so it makes it impossible to read who's on Twitch. Here's the local community center and gym. This is where I come to work out by bike. See the Monon Community Center. I think the water park should be opening soon. That's why a bunch of people will be queuing up over here. This is the water park. It's insanely popular. I wonder what time it opens, maybe like 10:30 or 11. Jesus Christ! Sorry for the blasphemy for some of you, but I just went through rode right through a massive hole in the pavement. Okay, I want to get on the trail so we can go ride along the lake, but as usual, I always get lost in this damn parking lot. Okay, I think if I... Oh my god, these fucking bollards. I don't think anybody's gonna drive their car on this. Take this stupid bollard out. Do I go there to do CrossFit? No, Ben. No CrossFit. Here, let's see here. Obligatory look at the flowers. These tall yellow ones are neat. What the heck are those things? It's cool. Oh, God. My allergies are gonna be amazing the rest of the day. Oh, I'm on the wrong side again. Gosh darn it. Bollocks. Here, let's take in this view, but I'm gonna turn around because I want to go on the other side so we can ride on the boardwalk from this side. But this view is beautiful. Okay. Turning around without losing the bike in the pond, lake. I don't know what this is. It's one of those in-betweeners. Too small to be a lake, too big to be a pond. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, this place is lovely. See some wildlife out there in the water. We're just going the circle around to the other side. The sun is brutal. Nothing drains my battery faster than direct sun exposure on a day like this. I can feel myself getting more and more tired by the minute. Look at these flowers. It's just a sea of yellow and purple. Pollinator's paradise. Wow, that is gorgeous. I gotta take a picture. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Oh boy. Beautiful. This would be a good spot to stop and take a picture of the landscape and the bike. Okay. I really can't stand the sun much longer. Jesus. You guys can stare off that way while I take a picture. Oh yeah. Just getting a few photos here. I really need some shade. Just for a few minutes. I think we'll go hide out underneath that bridge for a minute. For my sake. Yeah, we'll hang out. Oh, I just saw a turtle. We'll hang out under here for a minute. So I can bask in the shade. I'm gonna hang out under here. You guys can watch forward for a moment. I probably need to eat a small snack too. So I'll have a snack. Snack time. I'll pan the camera so you can see the surroundings. But that's where we came from. You can see that guy back there taking pictures. Speaking of, I could probably get a nice picture. like getting hot. I don't know how I'm gonna get through there with all those people. They got their tackle box just scattered on the path. Guess I'll have to walk the damn bike through. All right. See what I mean? They should really consolidate their stuff. Hi.
What's that thing? Oh, it's a bag.
Should really be a little more courteous. I know I'm walking a big cargo bag through, but consolidate your stuff. Don't just strew it out like it's your living room. The ducks are fishing for breakfast, sticking their butts up in the air. Morning. All right. Love it when you say morning to somebody and they're just like, go fuck yourself with their silence. Hey, Bicycle Dutch. Thanks for coming by. So different from last April when you were there. Yeah, it's really unfortunate you couldn't come back and come see the area in the summer because it's a whole nother world. It's gorgeous. Really is. Come on back. We will be happy to have you. If it's just you, I can blow up the one air mattress we have and you can sleep in the study. No hotel required. Just have to get a plane ticket. Yeah, Carson, it's very narrow. Okay, I'm ready to get back to the tree canopy because it's warm. You might come back, Bicycle Dutch? Good, let's go. Giddy up. Are you coming back before I come there? Good thing I put sunscreen on this morning. Morning.
Morning.
And that's how you have a proper morning exchange. Somebody says morning, they say morning. Lovely. I like that. Looks pretty good from this angle too, even with the sun shining in the lens of the camera. Bicycle Dutch, I don't know if you know Karsten, but from what I've learned of him, he seems like he's quite the good bike advocate over in Germany. Doing a lot of good work over there. If you're ever in his neck of the woods, you should meet up. I'm gonna slow down so you guys can see these flowers. Can you see the purple and the yellow? Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. I gotta take a picture. I'm gonna stop and take a picture. You guys can be in it if you want. Oh, it's gonna be horrible because of the sun. The sun is causing a glare on the camera. Take some pictures of these flowers for my mother-in-law in Brazil. She loves to see the flowers. Oh, there's some bees. Big bumblebees. Oop, okay, sorry, I won't bother you. Bicycle Dutch, I'll send you that video that I just took on WhatsApp. I'll send it to you now. It's a lot sharper than what you're seeing through the stream. This will be an interesting test. See how long it takes. How long is it going to take for this video to go on WhatsApp? Whoops, let me turn my camera around. How long is it going to take for this video to go from me on WhatsApp to Bicycle Dutch all the way in Den Bosch? So, sent or sending, right? It's on its way now. Whew, my God. Okay, finally some shade. Castle. I'm just gonna ride slowly through here and enjoy the shade. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. Oh man. Somebody said my name. I don't recognize him and I feel horrible. If that was you and you're watching now, I'm sorry. I should have stopped to introduce myself. I was just caught off guard. Next time be like, hey, hello, stop. And I'll stop. Bicycle Dutch says, the second you said send, it arrived. Oh, that's probably because of the delay. I think there's like a 10 to 15 second delay between me and YouTube. So that makes sense. Yeah, the flower video is beautiful. It's so gorgeous over there. Like I said, it's really unfortunate that you didn't get to see everything in full bloom when you were here. But you did get to see an eclipse, so, and that was full. So that was worth it. Twisted Metal says, awkward, laugh out loud? What, like my interaction with that person back there? I am definitely socially awkward, and I only ever seem to realize the things I should have done when it's too late. I should have stopped and said, hi, how do you know me? And who are you and how are you today? Well, hopefully they'll reach out and then I can connect the dots. I didn't recognize her or her, I'm guessing that was her husband. What time is it? 10:30. We've been going an hour. I feel like I've been outside for 4 hours. Oh, Lord. Bicycle Dutch, what do you mean whenever you say the trees really get to the image, like screw it up? I'm assuming that's what you mean, and yeah, I agree. The dense foliage just doesn't render well. And you know what's funny? That's one of the biggest problems that, like, there's people that do video game streams, and one of their biggest problems is whenever the world that they're playing in has dense foliage, the computers that do the rendering of their live streams have a hard time processing all of those little bits of detail, and it tends to look bad on a lot of machines. So it's not just unique to me. Dense foliage is a, shall I say, a bitch for live stream rendering, whether you're on a bicycle out in the world or at home on a computer playing a video game, and that video game world is full of leaves. It is a pain in the butt. You'd really think that we'd come up with a solution for that in the year 2024. There you go. Here's somebody using an umbrella for solar protection. You don't see that in the US too often. I saw it in Brazil a lot, and that's kind of where I, honestly, I kind of learned the full benefit of umbrellas for sun protection in Brazil, because I saw so many people using them for that. That dude does not know how to walk with flip-flops. He is loud. Slap, 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 slap. Get a bell, buddy. That guy gave me an on your left as well. Told you, on your left is just a pet peeve of mine. I don't expect everybody to agree with me on that. I just think bells are much more civilized. I think on your left is archaic and caveman behavior, for lack of a better term, I guess. Oh yeah, Bicycle Dutch, and when you were here, all this was like fenced off. You can see now how they're coming along with it. But the redevelopment continues. They're getting a lot more done. Still got a long way to go, but can't wait to see the final product here. It's gonna be pretty awesome. That used to be a strip mall with a massive surface parking lot. And now it's gonna be mixed-use development with a bunch of urbanist design mixed in with it. Well, it's just going to be a big old hunk of urbanism, basically. Big handful of urbanism. The guy runs silly. I can't for the life of me figure out why the Park District drives an actual pickup truck onto our trail. Seems silly. You should be parking in one of the adjacent spots. There's a dog getting a drink out of the dog water fountain. Sorry I didn't catch it. Here's some people walking on the bike path. Let's cut through here. Let's cut through Midtown. That electric trike is still over there. You guys want to go to the top of the parking garage and look down on Monon Boulevard? Let's go do that. We got to circle up through 5 floors, I think. And then when I get up there, I'll take the camera off the tripod and let you look over the side. Okay, that's the steepest part. I can't help but always try to compare the number of like oversized vehicles to responsibly sized vehicles. The equation swings very much in the favor of oversized. If Americans only understood truly why that's bad, not just for cities and infrastructure, but, well, for them as well. It takes far less to get from A to B than you think, and you don't use your vehicle for the purposes that you often think you're going to use it for when you buy something larger. You wind up spending more of your money, surrendering more of your financial freedom in order to own that massive vehicle. It just drags you down your entire life over and over and over until or unless you get the knowledge to understand that that's not a good way to live and that you can live better with a smaller vehicle and have money left over to go do some other things in life that you would want to do that costs money. Bell culture is not tied directly to the Netherlands. I've never referred to it as bell culture, but let's do that. Bicycle bells have been around since what? Shortly after the dawn of the bicycle? But on your left somehow grew here whenever bikes went from transportation to recreation and sport, and the masculine men thought, I'm out here getting my exercise, getting my pump on, I can't be ringing a bell like a little girl. And so they just started saying, on your left. And then here we are with on your left culture. That's my take on it. So, okay. God, I'm out here in the fucking sun again. Let's peek over the side. Pull my cord out as far as I can get it. That's as far as it can go, okay. Now I have to loosen this. I'm taking you guys off the tripod. Okay, see, I've taken you off the tripod. Got this cord here. And here is where we were. There's Midtown Plaza. Let's watch some people on bikes cross. You can see the restaurants over there getting set up for service. But yeah, there's free Wi-Fi in here, so people can just come and sit at those tables and set up their laptops and do work. Free city Wi-Fi here. Now, I'm not gonna put you back on the thing. I'm just gonna carry you while we go look over to the other side. To give you kind of a behind the scenes of how the bike works. God damn, it's hot. Okay. There's a splash pad down there. The rest of what we were cycling on. That's straight down. Starting to sweat. There's a water tower. Comes a dude on a scooter. He is scooting. Heck yeah. Love to see that. Yeah, and we're just up here on the top level of a parking garage. See, we're on like, what, the 5th story of a parking garage, yet we still have all this street parking along all of this. There should be no street parking there. We publicly paid for this parking garage. People should be forced into using it, right? And here's the bike. And there's where chat comes in, right up here. And here's the sun that's making my life hell. All right, I'm gonna put you back on the tripod and we're gonna go back down because I'm sick and tired of being up here. Okay, got you loaded up. I'm ready to get out of the sun again. I think we're coming towards the end of the stream. I think we're gonna go back down to, well, back down to ground level. I think we'll just go back down and wrap up the stream. I'm getting hot. I got some other things to do today. My wife and I have to take a rental car back to the rental place. And I will, of course, go pick her up on the Urban Arrow and bring her home. I have to go to the grocery store on the Urban Arrow. And I have to go to the gym on the Urban Arrow. So I have a lot of bike chores left to do today. Yeah, Carson, I see you hit the weather thing. It says 25 Celsius, but when you're out in that sun, oh, and the humidity just sucks right now. It's hovering around, what, 80% humidity? Direct sunlight, it's not nice. Somebody asked if this is a shopping area. No, well, it's a mixed-use development. There are restaurants. There's, a good handful of eateries, but the other commercial establishments aren't really useful. That's one thing that I wish cities would take a better look at is when you do mixed-use developments, you need to put incentives in place to favor businesses that will provide services that the day-to-day person needs. For example, coffee shops or bakeries, small grocery stores. It would even be nice if, there was like some sort of consolidated USPS, UPS, FedEx, for people who need to send out parcels. Just your kind of your things that you need more frequent use to, right? But instead down there's like this social place where you can go. I think you drink wine and you make candles. Yeah, it's a great thing for, getting together, but I just don't feel like it's something worthy to be taking up space in a core along this human scale infrastructure. Maybe it has a place, but like the building they're in, I think would make a fantastic small grocery store, for example. But that's just my opinion. Oh, let's see if I can burn through my brake pads. Yeah, so let me try to tell you what I'm talking about. I'll show you that candle place. Oh, and here's that electric trike again. So this is a coffee shop here, right underneath the parking garage we were on top of. But then right up here on the corner is this like candle making place. And I think it should just be a small grocery store, right? Like, if this were a small grocery store, that would be amazing. Because then if people wanted to drive to it, they could still park at this parking garage that's on top of it, right? And then, there's businesses over here. There's housing up top there and eateries on the bottom. Of course, all this over here. These people need access to groceries without needing to travel far. So I know there's other options, but I think this would make a great grocery store, and it's a waste of space to be the Pen and Beach Candle Company. Opinions, we all have them. Jacob Bax, hey buddy, you're and Clinton, hey guys. I'm actually getting ready to wind it down. I think I'm actually just going to do that right here. So thanks everybody for coming along. I hope you had a good time riding around this morning. I think it's nice to get out and do a morning stream. Things are kind of calm then. Maybe nice to have something on in the background while you're having your breakfast or your coffee or just getting started with your work day. That was the incentive for this morning stream. Jacob, you don't eat candles? I do not. I got some people showing up now, but we're shutting her down. So again, thanks for coming by everybody, and I hope you have a good rest of your Friday and a good weekend ahead of you. Whew, I am toasty. Now I need my second shower of the day. All right, see you all later.